And a pitch. Fought off foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
He swings and fouls one off.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Most hitters dream of being able to hit breaking pitches as well as this guy. It takes great bat-to-ball skills to be able to be as good as he is against the junk pitches he faces.
And now it's Juan Soto. First pitch just misses.
And Boog, hitters can be a little less aggressive on hard stuff early in the season just because of how cold it is and not wanting to get a stinger. Now you think, oh, it's just a jam, a shot, it's a broken bat, but sometimes players get deep thumb bruises that can linger for a while. So, you know, you just want to avoid that if you can, but at the end of an at-bat, you're just trying to battle no matter what.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. How much did your dress change when it would get cold or when it would be cold early or late in the season?
Well, early in the season, Boog, I'm taking a top coat, you know, on the road and trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about your uniform. When you played back, you know, way back in the day.
Oh, all right. I thought you want to know about my travel gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you go with some long sleeves early on, and sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable, a little cumbersome, but you get used to it. But it's great when you can come out there and let the guns just hang out.
And there's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. And we're back. And pitching here today, Kodai Senga.
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. That's in there. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. This ball's chopped on the ground. Alonso steps on first for the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Griffin Conine in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Up and in, and now 2-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2 balls, no strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 out, bases empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a ball. They say you win. Throw to first. Out on the drop. 3rd strike. 2 gone. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. And that one almost got him. And it's fouled away.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And a swing and a miss.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And that's fouled off. Alonso launched a homer in his most recent game. A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Hitless in the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And that one fouled off. Next pitch, not close, up high.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Foul ball. Pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Second inning here. No score. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Runner on the move. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the third and final game of the series. Up and in. It's 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Runner on the go again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Jonah Bride. And a swing and a miss there. Senga, 6'1" righty, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1 and 1.
Right through there for a strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
No, that missed.
That one
That's a
just
ball.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
No, that missed.
Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit,
1
takes
ball, no
outside.
strikes.
That one lifted to left. 2 away. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Graham Pauley. That one a little bit high. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter,
2-2.
even though he's behind in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Jesse Winker, doubled in his first AB. And a foul ball. Lindor on the move. Pitch is high. Throw. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Juan Soto now, he's 0 for 1. And that one is inside. Next offering is fouled back. Now a fly ball to right center. Hill sizes this one up. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Line to left. Puts it away for the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. 3 for 7 in the series so far. In the air out towards right center. 2 down. Derek Hill will hit next. There's a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Got him swinging. On to the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Cabrera back to work. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Vientos aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And now Francisco Alvarez. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Back-to-back singles. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Jeff McNeil stands in. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
This one in the air, center field. Hill brings it in. Out number 2. And now it's Jose Siri. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Way out front for strike 2. 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 8 strikeouts. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. And that one sliced foul.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just missing there. And the count 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is down low.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two 1 now. That one missed.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on the fastball.
Right side. And there are 2 outs. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Caught looking his first time up. Nasty pitch right there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard ground ball for a base dive. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Hawley in the box now, takes strike 1. On the ground to the left, puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike. Lindor, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Winker in the box
outside.
here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Here's a 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
That's down and in.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a liner around into right center for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here comes the skipper. And now it's Mark Vientos. 1 for 2. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
But you've got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Just missed.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Liner, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Pete Alonso. Line drive, base hit. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score easily.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. And that one fouled off. Vientos over at second. Alonso on at first with 2 down. And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 runs in. He is safe. It's 4-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
On the ground, right side, Lopez. They limit the damage here. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's the third baseman, Davison De Los Santos. There's the strike.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And he swings through that one.
0-2.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
The Marlins trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. That clips the corner.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit any.
Oh, gets dirty on the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
On the ground at first, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one the other way. Hawley puts it away for the out. One down. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Trying to bunt his way on. Lopez. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
So the batting order turns over. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Fought off foul.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And a foul ball. Way inside. Gets away. And now a man into scoring position. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to third, and he's out.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, left field. Hawley makes the catch, inning over. No runs, one hit. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off left side. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Conine, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. In there. And so now 1-2. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And here comes the Mets. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And the throws offline, safe at third. Montas winds and deals. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Runner stays put at third. The 2-1. Slapped foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Runner on at third. One gone.
Full count.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Stays alive. And ball
That's
4
low.
to
Ball
a board.
4. Take your base.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, but a run does score in the play. And here is Jesus Sanchez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball.
First pitch, and he just misses.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his
That's the ball
speed.
low.
A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. In the dirt, and the runner holds. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
And that is out of play.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Paulie in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So bases all loaded up. And now for the Marlins, Davison de los Santos. A little bit low.
Well, I guarantee you, after that last visit from the pitching coach, all he did was remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else.
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Right side, hard hit. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché. This is his 3rd time out this year. Foul ball there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hill makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Lopez on to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now back, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Mark Vientos. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Montas back to work. And downstairs.
Down, ball.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws into dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play. And at the plate for Miami. Derek Hill. That's in there. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. 1 down, base is empty. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Otto Lopez, the next to hit, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Here.
Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And next is the designated hitter, Griffin Conine. Montasa moved to first. Lopez back on a dive. Ball 1 there. Lopez off of first with 2 away. And now it's even up.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Tying run at the plate. High fly ball out towards left center. Nimmo ranging after it. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jesus Tinoco.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Paulie sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
One out, runner at second. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
That one ripped. And a base hit. Alvarez crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tinoco measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a slider, a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To second for 1. Back to first, double play. And that's it for the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's 5-2. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's going to be Xavier Edwards. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And now it's going to be Jonah Bride. And here comes the Mets.
Number 7.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Here's a 2-0.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
There's a strike. Buto throws to first. Back in there standing. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. Rip towards third. Fires to second for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So it's no runs. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Seth Martinez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sanchez sizes this one up. Squeezes it. 1 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. On the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Cal Quantrill, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Cronin getting cranked up as well. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
Full count.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That one pushed foul. On the ground to first. Could be two. The throw to second is offline. So up next, Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Outside.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Two on, one out. Swinging a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there. And that one is gone. And they boost their lead. It's 8-2. And that's his fifth straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Seth Martinez. Anthony Bender gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the ninth. That one misses. 1-1. Hit hard, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
Alvarez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Way outside, and it gets away.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ripped into right field, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Jeff McNeil getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is downstairs. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Sanchez going back on it. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 12-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Cal Quantrill gets the ball now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Time called now. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
So coming into the game now on defense, Tyrone Taylor. He takes over in right. Also entering the game, Luis Torrens. He takes over behind the plate. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, well, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, so a man aboard. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Called strike right there. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That's off the inside corner. Ball. Now 1-2. De Los Santos gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So digging in, Derek Hill. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now the DH, Griffin Conant. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final 12-2. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.